Welcome back. You're still tuned in to Sports Federation TV, and our next sport is not a stranger to many. Probably one of the most accessible sports around. Pool, and specifically Blackball pool today, is here to join us and give us some feedback on what's happened recently and what's coming up. Thank you for joining us. We have Faisal Lynx, Marcelino James, and Jerome Thomas Swartz, who are administrators and players in the sport of Blackball pool. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So, Tom, for the benefit of our viewers at home, what exactly is Blackball pool? How is it different from the other types of pool that people are playing?
Okay, so basically there are two sets of rules. We are part of the Blackball and we are IOC aligned. We are SASCOC aligned, which is eventually IOC aligned. There's another code also, which is the 8-ball pool, which is not IOC aligned. So there's two different rules to our sport, and there's basically about 5 different rules which differ. But we play on the same table, which is a 7-foot table. It's the same table you'll find at any bar you'll walk in.
So what do you think is the pool then, with pool and pool? What do you think is the attraction to Blackball when there is so many other different types of rules to play?
Our sport offers you the opportunity to represent South Africa. In 2016 we've had the World Championships in Kerry Island, which was in October, and our players were fully sponsored to go to the event.
Okay, so the opportunity to play for your country in an official capacity. That's where correct. You get your colors. Okay, and in terms of the strategy, Blackball versus other rules, Faisal, what is your experience of the different types of pool that's available out there?
I think if you compare Blackball to 8-ball, Blackball is more competitive in the sense that most of the top players play Blackball rules nowadays. Most of the top players?
Yes. Do you think it's mainly for the reason that they have the opportunity to get official colors?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so there are other cue sports that are busy aligning now, and there's some talks about changes in the structure for billiards or cue sport as a whole. Can you shed some light on that?
The SASCOC has requested that a new sporting body for our sport be formed, which is South African Confederation of Cue Sports, which is Blackball pool, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, and snooker as well. So we all fall under the same umbrella today. And we have recently just had our new formed body for Western Cape Cue Sports that was formed as well. So Blackball in itself won't be a structure alone. We will need to cover all the codes, most of the codes that we fall under, which I believe Chinese 8-ball forms part of as well now.
So Chinese 8-ball, snooker, 9-ball, and Blackball.
That's correct.
Currently under the Confederation of Cue Sports. Well, that's great. It's great for all the players then that want to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think that is perfect for those who feel that they can pay one registration fee and participate in all the other codes as well.
Excellent. So, Marcelino, you look like you might still be in school. Yes. And you're very proudly wearing an impressive Protea sweater there. When did you earn the right to wear that sweater?
It was in 2015, and then I was #1 at the essays in Bloemfontein. Blackball under 18, and then I went last year to Ireland.
You went to Ireland, so you were
18.
part of the Protea squad.
Yes.
To Ireland. What was that experience like for you?
You know, it was nice because there you could see the top level of pool and where everyone wants to be, and it was a dream come true. So.
In which division did you represent the country?
Under 18s.
Under 18. So how long then have you been playing pool?
This will now be my 5th year that I'm going to complete.
Only 5 years, and such an amazing accomplishment. I'm sure everyone is very proud of you. So what would you say to youngsters out there that may be interested in this particular sport as a sport to compete in?
That they should just believe in what they do and keep practicing a lot. Then they must practice every day and stay away of wrong things.
Is there facilities in Western Cape though that are conducive for young people to go and practice this particular sport?
Yes, there's lots of places like in Colorado and Lansdowne and in Peru, but there's not coaches that will give lessons there. They must get private coaches.
So they must get private coaches, and there is places without bars where children can go and practice the sport. So Faisal, you did extremely well at the South African National Championship, which was held in Carnival City in January 2017. Would you like to share with our viewers what was so amazing for you?
That was actually the senior event. I didn't actually prepare for the senior event. My main aim was...
What is the senior event?
The senior event is all the over 40 players.
Over 40?
Playing that event, yes.
Okay.
I came out champion. I won the singles event, and our team won the team event, Western Cape, for the second year in a row. I think it's the third year or the second year, I'm not sure.
So you were the champion in the seniors division. Was it your first time?
First time after many years, yes. I won the championship, a singles title, yes.
Well, that's excellent. And how long have you been playing for?
I think I've been playing pool for more than 25 years now.
More than 25 years?
More than 25 years, yes.
And how did this game happen to you?
Must I tell the real story?
Tell the real story.
No, we actually started playing in my friend's backyard, and I loved the game, and it just developed from there. That was like in the early 80s, talking about.
You know, most people would probably giggle if you say that this is actually a sport, because of the kind of reputation it may have, because of the venues that keep the tables. What would you say to those people who have their doubts about whether this is actually a sport?
Well, this is the third most participated sport in South Africa. So I'm not talking about your regular couch potato. There are thousands and thousands of pool players out there that take this game very seriously. If I think back of the time when I started playing, it would be your shop next door would have a shop where there's a pool table and a few video games, and that's where pool started booming in your poorer communities, Mitchell's Plain, Bonteville, Heideveld, Nova Park, in the northern suburbs as well. So pool is represented all over South Africa. It's just that people have always associated it as a bar sport, which is factually incorrect. There are thousands of players who take this game very seriously. If I look at Marcelino, who's a prime example of our future, he's achieved such a lot. We've got world champions out there that here in Cape Town and the rest of South Africa that takes this game very seriously.
Talking about the world champs, I understand you brought some really nice photos from the previous world champs to share with our viewers. Let's take a look. So that would be the venue. Was this Ireland? Did you say Ireland? That is correct.
That was in Kerry Island.
And who are those gentlemen?
Well, the gentleman in the middle, that's our president, Mr. Satsaredi, and the gentleman next to him is Marco Barros, who unfortunately lost to Mr. Faisal Links here in the final.
Well done again, Faisal. Thanks. And those are three other players as well from the Western Cape?
That is correct.
Okay, all three of them from the Western Cape?
Yeah.
So how much of that squad was made up by Western Cape players?
If I'm correct, that was 16 in total that went from Western Cape to represent South Africa in Ireland.
Okay, so the next international event then that the Protea squad for Blackball pool, where will they compete?
I believe that is in Australia. I don't have dates for that yet, but I believe that will be in Australia. But there's also an up-and-coming test series that will most probably happen in Gauteng towards the end of the year.
Okay, so how many clubs in the Western Cape or Cape Metro area are hosting events on a league basis from grassroots level?
Okay, so we have in the northern suburbs, we have Nick's pool venue that has a Blackball league. They're actually our biggest Blackball league, which is on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They have a total of 36 teams that compete there. Then we have two shots in Curls River, and we have one in Alces River, which is the Alces River Blackball league, which is at the Canterbury Sports Bar. Then we have also in Athlone, which is being played at Nadens, and then we have the Mitchell's Plain one that is being played at the Colorado Pool Hall.
Okay.
Cheers, Danny.
And we have Cheers as well.
All right. Marcelino, are you seeing a lot of young girls that are interested, not in you, in playing pool as well?
Yes, because there's ladies nationals also, and there's a lot of young juniors also playing in the league now. But there's always only like one problem, which is sponsorships, and when they make it to go to the SAs and that.
Yeah, resources. Like you said, most of the players are coming from, well, the Cape Flats area.
That's correct.
And they may not, well, generally wouldn't have access to the amount of money that it takes to visit championships. So, about the women again, how well are the Western Cape women doing in this sport?
Actually very well. At the World Championships in Ireland, our ladies team actually won the gold medal. So our ladies are world champions. Our under 23 are world champions as well. So we have of the best pool players in the world in South Africa.
So Faisal, you've been playing the sport for how many years?
I said more than 25 years.
More than 25 years. What keeps you playing the sport? What do you think has kept you here all this time?
It's just the love of the game. I fall in love with the game years ago, and I'm still going strong.
And
there's nothing else. There's no other sport I prefer than pool.
Okay.
It's a good fix for a bad day at the office.
Yes, yes. I think with most people, if they needed to unwind, they would probably find a social venue with pool. And I think from what you've said about how well the South Africans are doing, and especially the Western Cape people, they would be surprised to see the level of skill that it takes to play on a competitive level as opposed to socially. So for people who want to get involved with the sport, either to learn or to compete, where can they get a hold of your administrators?
Well, in terms of social media, we have a Facebook page which is called the Western Cape Blackball Federation for the sport in Cape Town. Then we have there's a website as well which is called qsportfever.com. They can get a hold of that as well, and there's a few Facebook pages, which is the United Pool Table Facebook page as well.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all the luck with your upcoming events, your leagues and your championships, and we hope you'll return to give us feedback about what's happening with the new structures and the additional Q Sports joining your federation. Well, folks, remember that you need to dial or SMS Bashes to 33090 if you want to win that case of assorted Bashes drinks. And that's all for today. We had 3 amazing sports. And like I said, this is the show that showcases all the sports in the Western Cape. So if you're going to watch, you're definitely going to find a sport that would be suited for you as an administrator or as a player. And as cheesy as this sounds, life is too short to not play a sport. I'm Lenyukta Chetty. This is Sports Federation TV. Remember to catch us every Friday at 9 p.m, repeated at Saturdays at 8 a.m. Have a wonderful weekend.